Chris Watkin here from Landlord Farming. I'm with Jerry Lyons, property PR expert. Where are we today, Jerry?
We are in the one of the Queen's Royal Parks. Is it St James's?
St James's Park. Because this is the way we roll at Landlord Farming. We are multinational. We are in the Queen's back garden.
By royal appointment.
There you go.
By royal disappointment.
Okay, there you go. So let's start with questions. Jerry, what's content marketing? And what does it mean to estate agents? Talk to me.
Content marketing it's probably been out for the past 5 or so years. My understanding of it for estate agents is not going like this to people, sort of getting them, ushering them with useful information. So from an estate agent point of view, it would be articles on the conveyancing process. How to declutter is the classic one.
Not talking about yourself and how brilliant your firm is. Why not? That's brilliant. Hi, we're an estate agent. Oh, Willie's this big. We are brilliant. We've sold this house.
Honestly,
of course you care. I care. I'm an estate agent.
No one cares. You know what? I've never been an estate agent. Sometimes people say, well, you wouldn't know you'd never been an estate agent. But more importantly, I've been a customer. I've been a landlord. I've been a buyer. I've been a seller. So I know what motivates them. And I think sometimes estate agents can fall into the trap of the sort of trying to outboast each other, which for an industry where people have a low perception, a lot of people have a low perception, and it's not warranted at all. Good estate agents are good people.
Estate agents are trying to create a comparative advantage. We're better than everyone else because of this, and this. Surely that has to work.
No.
Why not?
Right. It can work if you do it subtly. So rather than telling someone how good you are, content marketing is a way of an estate agent showing someone how good they are. So rather than say, look, we do this better than the lot down the road, get a client in to talk about it. Because the client can say, oh, they did this, than the other lot that I've used before.
So what would you do? Is that a top Jerry Lyons tip? Get somebody in to talk about your estate agency.
Client, yeah. Client, yeah, 100%.
Good stuff. Any other top tips on content marketing?
Top tips. There's one top tip I discussed with you before, and I think it's the most underused person in estate agency who they don't employ. Some of them do, not very, very few though. If I was an estate agent with a budget of around £1,000 a month, probably, I'd employ a journalist, because I'd get that local journalist, be locally based, in the local area where the
talking about how wonderful you are and how many houses you're selling and how brilliant, how big your Willie is.
No. You would, because I come from a journalistic background, you would just say to him, go out and get me, for a day retainer, go out and get me 6 stories a week. So I can put one a day on my website. They could be...
What, a bit like a newspaper reporter, talking
100%.
about schools or...
100%. Yeah.
But what's that about? That's nothing about selling houses.
Right, that's not, no. But it's going to drive a lot of traffic to your website.
True.
Because how often are people selling houses nowadays?
Once every 15 or 16 years.
Right, okay, so really, I've only got to visit your website once every 15 years.
And
Unless you're giving me a really good reason, like, you know, local papers are dying on their arse. There's no doubt about it. I've worked in the industry, friends work in the industry, they're leaving in droves. The gap in the market is if you can provide news to your local audience. Yeah? And you can do that as an agency. Why can't an estate agency who profess to know everything that's happening locally be a source of local news?
Well, it's interesting because I've got this concept which I've borrowed from America called the digital mayor, where digital means online and mayor means the local authority head person. And by talking about the local property market, talking about where the best the schools are, where the shops are, interviewing these people, yours actually goes on a little bit further and actually gets a journalist to interview them as well.
100%. Because, and here's the point, because I hear sometimes if I produce content, written art, of course, yeah, a bit like yourself, but different, you know, like what we discussed, mine are more lifestyle. I hear agents go, well, I can get Sandra to write that Sandra in the office, she can do that. No, she can't. She can't. Yeah?
She's too busy.
It's a bit like, well, no, not even that, she won't have the skill. Yeah, or he won't have the skill. But let's say Sandra and Steve. That's a bit like when agents say, well, you need a professional to sell your house. Oh, do I? Okay. You need a professional to write your content. Yeah? It just works in that way. And a good journalist will save you so much time because they know where to get the stories from. Rather than you think, Jesus, what am I going to put on the website next?
What I'm going to write about this week,
They'll have a good journalist, if you employ them, like I said,
How do they get hold of these journalists? Is there like a database of journalists?
Yeah, you can go on freelance websites, Elance. You can put shouts on forums and that sort of stuff.
Probably even put a shout out on some local Facebook groups.
100%. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Definitely.
Top tips there from Jerry Lyons. Well done, mate.
Thank you
Cheers.
very much. Cheers.